Hello everyone and welcome back to Timeless. Today's video is a watch before you cop. Today's video is going to be breaking down the full aesthetics of the upcoming release of the Yeezy 700 V3. That is the upcoming release taking place this month, this December of 2019. And in today's video, I'm going to be not only giving you the release, where to cop, telling you guys exactly where this release is going to be available, but also breaking down everything you need to know before copping this release. That includes aesthetics, the way it's gonna fit, as well as the overall design and materials put into the construction of the sneakers. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Also click that post notification button so you stay notified each and every video I post, so you get all of the newest and latest updated information on sneaker news. Today's video is brought to every single one of you guys by Tsunami, and all of their information can be found in the first link in the description below. More about them later in today's video. So before getting into the breakdown, the construction of this release, the Yeezy 700 V3 is going to be releasing as a regional drop. For anyone curious, adidas.com/Yeezy is where the majority of the stock is going to be releasing, and being that this is a regional release, it will be taking place in the United States or North America as well as Europe. This is not going to be a worldwide release like we see on other releases such as the 350s. This is going to be a little bit more of a limited drop, and as soon as I start getting into the construction of this sneaker, you guys are going to see exactly why this is a must cop before the end of the year. So getting immediately into the breakdown of this sneaker, its construction, its design, and the overall differences between the previous versions and this V3. So with a complete redesign from the original V1 and V2, the Yeezy 700 V3 is going to be featuring a brand new upper containing a monofilament engineered mesh with RPU material caging in the upper, creating a stable, durable, and extremely unique looking sneaker. The RPU cage is going to be containing a glow-in-the-dark features, providing an extremely unique look, along with 3M material interwoven into the tongue of the sneaker, making for an extremely cool looking sneaker not only during the day but at night. I gotta be honest, with Kanye West continuing to add more 3M and more glow-in-the-dark materials to his releases, I don't know if this is continuing in the sustainability plan. I don't know actually if these materials are sustainable at all, but what I do know is for Kanye West's brand, for Yeezy brand, and for this release, by him simply adding glow-in-the-dark materials to the complete upper of this release just helps to put the design above a lot of others by adding the glow-in-the-dark properties. Now continuing on to the midsole of this sneaker, it is going to be containing a polyurethane encapsulated EVA midsole that will not be featuring boost material. If you guys do not know, Adidas and a lot of Yeezy's sneakers have been containing boost material, and it is said to be one of the most comfortable on the marketplace. But I do want to say, with the polyurethane and EVA mixed into the midsole itself, I do think it is going to make for an extremely comfortable sneaker. If you guys do not know, Kanye West definitely goes for comfort, and for big bulky sneakers like these that are caged and encapsulating your sneakers and feet in extremely comfortable mesh material, as well as creating a comfortable surface to step on with the EVA and polyurethane midsoles. I don't know all of the science behind it, but all I do know is boost material is very comfortable. But I gotta be honest, I've been wearing both for years, and I can't really tell anymore if there is a huge impact between wearing the two different materials. I do think boost is very comfortable, but with big bulky 700s like this featuring very thick midsoles and a lot to step on, I do think it is very comparable and could potentially compete with the 350s containing boost. Now to wrap up with the construction of this release, the outsole is going to be containing a blue herringbone pattern rubber material, which is set to increase traction on the bottom of your sneaker. Now this pattern has been previously seen on other releases, but I do think Kanye West adding to the Azaels that blue colorway on the bottom of an all white and gray sneaker is definitely a nice touch. So now that you guys know exactly what to expect once you get these sneakers in hand, what they're going to look like, what the construction and design is going to be. I would like to let you know about the sizing. So if you guys are curious about sizing, with previous 700s, people have said due to the bulkiness and the actual size of the sneaker, there is potential for you to go up to a half size or potentially a full size up. Now with all of this cushioning material, they are very comfortable, but I would say going true to size is probably the very best fit. The reason for this is because if you do decide to potentially put an insole or add an insole into this sneaker on top of the EVA material due to the lack of boost, I do think this sneaker will probably end up fitting perfectly snug. And typically sneakers with a lot of cushioning like this and a caging system, you want to get it right and make sure it's a good fit. So my recommendation would either be going a true to size or potentially a half size up, and I don't think you'll run into any problems. So now that you guys know exactly what to expect when getting the pairs, and hopefully they do fit on release day, now I'm going to let you guys know exactly where to cop them and where they will be available so you can get to that point. So on release day, not only Adidas.com, North America and Europe are going to be featuring this drop, but places like Need Supply, Mr. Porter, S-Sense, Slam Jam, SNS, BSTN, Asphalt Gold, and potentially online raffles will be hosting this release. All of this information is going to be found below, and I hope all of these resources are helpful to you guys. So now before going any further and telling you guys about the resale of this release, which I'm super excited for because the retail price has changed from the original V1s and V2 iterations and gone a little bit lower, I do think it's going to be very heavily impacting the actual resale price, so remember to stay tuned. Now, if you guys are interested in copying some of your favorite upcoming releases like the one I talked about in today's video, then I would recommend going below to the first link in the description below to today's sponsor, who is Tsunami. Tsunami is going to allow every single one of you guys to get instant SMS notifications, early links, release calendars, group buys, release guides, and site lists, legit checks, monitors for sneakers, and Adidas included. In this is the sneaker I'm talking about in this very video. Tsunami is going to do everything they possibly can to help you become a more successful reseller and potentially cop sneakers like the ones I am talking about. For releases like this one, they are going to allow you to not only get to the sneaker first, but when you are there, provide the services and tools and information you need to become successful. This means taking you guys through the guides you need. On top of that, if you do need one-on-one support and potentially on release day information to give you that edge over everybody else, then joining Tsunami is your best bet. Remember to go to the first link in the description below and check out all that they have to offer. Thank you once again, Tsunami, for helping to support me and these videos and bringing content like this to you guys. Now, continuing into today's video, breaking down this very release, the previous iterations of the Yeezy 700 did drop at a $300 retail price. Now, if you guys look at the 350s, we typically see them sitting anywhere from $200 to $230, depending on reflective or non-reflective versions. But this release, the Yeezy 700 V3 Azaels, is going to be dropping at a $200 price point. This is a $100 reduction from the previous iterations of this silhouette, and I gotta say that is definitely going to be heavily impacting the resale price. Not only that, but I give you guys a list of suppliers that are going to be dropping this sneaker, Adidas.com, as well as potentially online raffles, as well as a decent amount of stock, lower retail price, and more ability for people to cop, as well as higher profit margins in the end. I gotta say, there is no better release to look forward to towards the end of December than the Yeezy 700 V3 Azaels. This is definitely a release I am personally going to be keeping my eye on and going towards on release day. I want to let you know that everything I talked about in today's video, from A to Z, the breakdown, the where to cop, and Tsunami's resources, can all be found in the description below. For anybody who is interested in staying notified and continuing to get information like this in the future, remember to click that bell button as well as subscribe and like the video if you did enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.